up in the place. Say, yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that eggnog. You all in check. And you know we go. You all in check. Throw your hands up in the air. Don't ever disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the blazer. True indeed. Yes, I got record, that's word on my seed. I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blood, everybody like Junior Reed. Wake up every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide rockers make the world stampede. Yo, Willie, make we roll some mad charge. Now Apollo Creed, body, making you just.
We welcome you to the Heartland, 7 miles from downtown Kansas City, GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium for more than a half century, the home of the Kansas City Chiefs. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday Night Primetime. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he's stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
The career is my estate when you're prime. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a peace of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now. But I can butcher you to put the ground.
On the ground, this is Ashton Genty. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 3. From the gun, here's Stroud. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. He's taken down just shy of midfield. A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Raider first down. Now, give to Genty, running right. Down the sideline, past the 40. Wow, out of bounds, inside the 10. It's 1st and goal. A big play there for the Raiders. A pickup of 44 yards.
Wow, I mean, he's going to be disappointed he wasn't able to take that all the way, but that's still a heck of a run. In the end, after a good tackle to save the touchdown, they're still going to be set up with 1st and goal.
All right. They'll run it here, and here's Judkins.
Judkins, the ball carrier. A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal. At the Chiefs' 2-yard
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal.
On the quick, right?
Genty. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
They keep it on the ground twice, Mike, and they have no success. So now if you're the play caller, that starts creeping into your head. Do you have confidence in a 3rd attempt, or now do you try to change it up and go play action and put the ball in the air?
Can the defense do it again? From the 1. 3rd down now, and goal. They'll run with Genty. A dive, and he's in. Ashton Genty. Touchdown, Vegas. A touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season. Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. It's up and through. And the Raiders will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Brown now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
On the ground, that is Brashard Smith. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Third and 6. He'll drop the throw. And this ball incomplete on third down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. Stroud to throw here on first down. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down. So it'll be first and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Out of the pistol, a run with Genty. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
It is third and 10.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Going up top. That is hard. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Well, on one sideline, you're ecstatic. You couldn't have dreamed up a better start. 2 drives, 2 long touchdowns. But then across the field, they've got to answer some hard questions. They've got to figure out exactly what they're doing wrong defensively. Because if there's one thing in the NFL, you cannot give up big plays, and you especially can't give up big plays for touchdowns.
Brown now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now, faking the give. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
14 yards.
Give him 14 on that play. One play, one first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Open man down the field. It's McLeod. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play. Run inside with Smith. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. Now it's going to be third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down.
Harrison Butker for the Chiefs field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. To the 45. Still going. The defense saves the touchdown, but a terrific run. It'll be 1st and goal inside the 10. A big play there for the Raiders. 68 yards. Their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns. Now they can make it 3-4-3. It is 1st and goal. Here's a run. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3. Now here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 18.
They'll run with Genty. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Ashton Genty. Touchdown, Vegas. 2nd touchdown for him in the game. Number 14 on the year. Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders move out to a 21-3 advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Brown now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 27-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to be taken down to 37.
A gain of 10 yards.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Raiders with the early lead.
1st and 10.
We'll be back in Kansas City after this. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Left side, he's got McLeod. One of the Raiders has got it.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Here we go. Let's go.
Throwing is Stroud. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Raiders.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense. And then, what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot. And with timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
24-yard line.
Hey, check that. Let me get this on the ground with Smith. And we'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go.
On the handoff, this is Genty. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
On the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Oh, Eric.
At the Chiefs' 33-yard line.
They'll go again with Genty. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Now, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Right. Out. Right. 18.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. Out of the backfield, it's Ashton Genty. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
The return, now a hit, and he lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Got a man over the middle, it's Worthy. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. The first-round pick looking right at home in this offense. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's a gain of 20.
First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On the give, it's Smith. He'll push forward for about a yard. Tackle there by Trenton Simpson. Here's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9. at the Raiders' 32-yard line.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
Now they'll set up to throw. Open man downfield is Smith. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. A pickup of 21 on that connection. First down, KC.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Oh, and he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
They'll throw out of the gun. And try to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. His offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick six.
Back to throw. Stroud. That's to the right side. And caught by Bowers.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
18, 2J.
On second down, Genty. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Jamal Hill there for the tackle. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
Stroud going to set up the throw. He'll get this off to Genty. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Vegas.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Genty. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
And he can't get away. Down he goes back to the 16.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home. Just an ugly-looking kick right from the jump, Mike. I mean, it was the snap initially. That led to a bad hold. That led to a little bit of a mistiming of the kicker's steps, and you add all that up, and that's the kick you get.
Thrown left side. The catch is made.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. Here's their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. Here comes 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground here again. Finding room at the 35. Still going. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 76 yards. Touchdown, Vegas. His big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year. And the kick is good. So what a finish to his first half as they extend the lead. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. Brown now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
Quick hitting slant there. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for it with Smith. They will work this down to the 43-yard line, and that is enough for a 1st down.
And with this field position, Mike, I think you're looking at this like it's 4-down territory. So I think they're able to get it there on 3rd down. But even if he didn't, I think that 3rd down call was all about setting up. If we needed to, we'll go for it on 4th.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends up being a wasted down.
Riggs! 60 Bison, go!
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. This caught right side by Worthy. And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the 1st down. Out of bounds, a yard shy of what they needed. They'll have to pick it up on 3rd down. On the handoff, it's Smith. Oh, he won't get there. Looking for a cutback lane. It's never opened up. And now it's 4th down.
So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
And he's going to have the Chiefs first down as they get the conversion with a gain of 14.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time
to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Chiefs. That touchdown number 23 for him on the season. The extra point by Butker is good, and the Chiefs will get just a bit closer. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. He'll start at the 4. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out.
On the quick, right?
They'll start on the ground with Genty. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Down. Turner on the stop.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, let's go. Tony.
Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Here we go. Ready?
From the gun, here's Stroud. Open man downfield. He's got his tight end, Bowers. And out of bounds, but in business. They're going to have it 1st and goal inside the 5. A big-time play for Vegas. That goes for 58. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal.
Here we go.
Here's Genty. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get...
And he's got another one. Ashton Genty. Touchdown, Las Vegas. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll look to set up the screen here. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Back to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. That is Trey Hendrickson in there to drop him as he records his 5th sack of the year. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Hiking 18.
He'll drop to throw. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points. But really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offensive line. It stresses your quarterback. It stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half.
13 yards and a big exhale as they convert on 4th down.
First down.
They'll look to throw. Here's a ball thrown deep, right sideline. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Spotting his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and
that's 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Cole Bishop. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
All right.
On the ground, it's Genty. And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. That's left side to Tucker. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. On the run to the right. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
So when you're rushing the passer, you've got to contain him in the pocket. It's not only just about you getting your sack, but it's about rushing as a unit. All of a sudden, you lose the integrity of the contain, and you end up turning it into a big play for your opponent.
Here's a handoff to Genty. And look out there. Upended at the line of scrimmage.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
It'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
18. What's up?
So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Here now, 3rd and 5.
All right. 18.
Yo, that one is complete. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
First down, Raiders.
Here we go.
They'll run it straight ahead now with Genty.
The ability to read and then react on this run. That was the key to this play here, Mike, for the linebacker. He's the run-through player, but when you hit it as fast as he does, the offensive linemen have no chance of getting off their combination blocks to account for you. You get through with speed in the backfield, and you take him down for a loss. Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
18. What's that?
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Rolling to the left.
The defenders knew a pass was coming. They had their ears pinned back here on third down, but they initially allowed him to escape the pocket and make a break for it, but give them credit. They recognized the scramble quickly, rallied to the ball, stopped him short of the first down. It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This will be returned from the 2. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. They'll try to set up the screen here. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Rashard Smith. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Check. 70 Lion.
He'll look to throw. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are under.
That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight, they continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
60 Bison. Check over.
They'll look to throw yet again. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Wide open, middle of the field, he's got his receiver. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. And the Chiefs have a first down.
At the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw again. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. 19 more on that one, and another first down.
Another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
60 Eagle.
Back to the air one more time. Exiting the pocket right. Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Viking 18. Stephanie. Cougar 19. Go.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. taken on in. Touchdown, Kansas City. That's his second touchdown tonight. And Butker on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs cut into the lead a little bit. And give them credit, they are not mailing this one in. They'll try to get it back with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Judkins now on 1st and 10.
Quentin Sean Judkins, the ball carrier. Marquise Bell on the tackle. It's a gain of 8.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 2. They run it once more with Judkins. Good running inside the 25. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Vegas. Now Carlson to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Raiders add on to their already sizable lead.
17.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 2. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
Their own 32-yard line.
They'll run it to start the drive, and here is Smith.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Let's go now. Viking 18.
Now they'll set up to throw. Now a ball deep, middle of the field, and that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And now he's not spiking it. It's a fake. And that is incomplete. A little trickery with the fake spike, but it does not pan out.
2nd and 10.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Going to air this one out. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. Open man, left side. He's got it. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. Forced to his right. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And they're going to get him a second time. He goes down again. Trey Hendrickson Hendrickson, his second sack tonight. Number 5 for him now on the year.
You can hear some boo birds coming out with some angry fans here right behind us, Mike, and rightfully so. They went from 2nd and long, which is obviously not ideal, to now 3rd and nearly impossible. I mean, it's looked about as bad as you can imagine.
Just the Eagles.
He'll try to run for it. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. So this one, a win for the visiting Raiders. They're able to finish the season in style as they get the victory here in the finale in Week 18. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, good night from Kansas City.
Typical body of a dominance, that's so typical.